Yes team, how are we all? Welcome to the latest video. Today I'm going to be taking you through supplements that I take, supplements that you shouldn't be taking, so stick around and let's get into this video. Right, before we obviously get going, hit that old like button, hit that subscribe button. You guys finally helped me get to 600. Thank you very much. Next up, we now need to hit 1,000, obviously. That'll be pretty sick. So thank you to everyone here. Hits that big red button. We've got some cool plans for 2020. I told you the content's going to be rolling out lots. So I don't know if it's time of year. I don't know what it is, but I'm having a lot of questions at the moment in regards to supplements, in regards to what people should have, what you shouldn't be having. So I thought, what better thing to do than just make a YouTube video and explain it all, and then when now someone asks and go, hey, have you seen my new YouTube video? And they go, no, I haven't. I'll go, well, you go watch that and then you'll find out what supplements are good for you and which ones you should take. And they go, oh wow, that's really good, thank you. Yeah, so I'm going to be taking you through what I would have and what I used to buy anyway, as that's obviously a big indication for you guys, but then also the things that if you feel like getting, you can. And yeah, so 4 supplements of mine that I have always been staples and I've probably had for indefinitely. Like, I can't really remember not having these supplements. That is, you've got creatine monohydrate, whey protein, multivitamins, and these are quite cool. So omega-3s, but they're vegan ones, omega-369, which is obviously, well no, it's got 3, 6 and 9, so well yeah, it's in the pudding, isn't it? So it's probably just even better. So that's why I go for that one now, and I probably will continue. Obviously that was for January, they gave me some of these, but I think I'll carry on taking these ones anyway, just because just seems a little bit more like I'm loaded up on omega. So breaking things down, first things first, we've got our whey protein. At the end of the day, you've got to think of any of these things, it's a supplement. So it's, if you can't get your real food across, and if you don't have that diet that supplies with everything possible, then you're gonna have to potentially take an artificial supplement to get you there. I am a big believer in trying to do as much as you can and having as much as the real food and the true content and the true source of whatever you're eating. But there's times and situations where you can't necessarily do that. I have whey protein more just because it's tasty and it's convenient as hell. So why not have it? This is actually salted caramel. My top favorite is lemon meringue, if you're looking for a flavor. Hit the link in my description. What was that? Oh yeah, whey protein. So obviously, yeah, it's going to help you to get to your protein goals. So if you do struggle to get it, it's a big one to hit. Creatine monohydrate, I mean, 1 kilo bag costs next to nothing, and I've had this bag, I've had this bag so long, I've never actually got a bag of creatine, but whilst I was signed with bulk powders. I got this so long ago, it was before I even was working with bulk powders. It lasts that long, and it's still, look how much is still left. Creatine, there's loads of studies around it. There's loads of things that's going to help to improve your power, improve your performance in the gym. I won't get too scientific down on it, but you basically just got to think of, you've got a short burst energy system called your creatine phosphate. So by giving yourself creatine, you're helping that creatine phosphate energy system restore quicker, more efficiently, therefore performance gains. Get it? Done. Again, lots of this you can get from like red meat and things, so again, it depends how much of that you have, but creatine is a massive one that I stick to. 5 grams a day. Don't worry too much about getting bogged down with having too much of it. It doesn't matter, just have 5 grams any time of day. Don't worry. Lots of people ask me, Alex, I'm going to start taking creatine. Should I have it after workout, pre-workout, intra-workout, before sleep, after sleep, before having a coffee, before having a poo, before going for a swim? It really doesn't matter. It's the same with any of these. Just have it during the day and make sure you've eaten it in the day, and then it goes in the body and works. Science, innit? So then we've got multivitamins because health. Done. No, obviously, multivitamins, they're just nice and easy. I have not been able to take these while I was vegan because I haven't figured out what's in it, but it doesn't say anywhere that it's vegan, so I've kind of not wanted to break the trend. So I'm glad I can now get back on these because it's just the ease of it. So obviously, instead of having taken loads of different, you just take a multivitamin tablet. Don't be taking a multivitamin tablet and then being like, oh yeah, okay, so that means I'm now full of every vitamin under the sun. I'm not going to eat any salad or veg or anything because that's just your recipe to disaster. So still eat the good stuff. Omegas, as I said, you can get omega-3, which is pretty bog standard anyway. But then this is the 369, so that's just going to help your fishy oils. I actually do eat quite a lot of fish as it is. I will have tuna every 2-3 days, and then usually me and Sarah will have some sort of like, usually salmon or something, maybe like once or twice a week. So that we do get probably it naturally from fish oils, but yeah, that was always one. That's what I mean. So these four, before ever working with bulk powders, 100% I used to have these all the time, and those were probably my staples, and I didn't really go much further out than that. Then in terms of things that I sometimes take, when and where that I feel like, you've got glucosamine. That is going to be helping with your joint support. So I'll particularly take this if sometimes I just feel like if I've done some really heavy Olympic lifting, and I'll particularly notice it in my wrists and my elbows can be a little bit sore. So I will just spend say 5 days to a week just taking some glucosamine tablets, and I do definitely know like it helps tenfold. Like definitely recommend that if you ever struggle with any joint issues anywhere, knees, hips, whatever it is, they're good. So as I said, I kind of take them ad hoc depending on how my body feels, which I probably should just take them anyway. Then we got pre-workout. So I try not to get in that dark hole of pre-workout, 84 scoops before training, because it's just very counterproductive. It destroys your sleep. I notice massively when I go on like pre-workout cycles and I'm just smashing pre-workout, it's just a dark hole. You get further down into this caffeine hole where you need more and more and more of it, which then means that you get less and less and less sleep. So you're just basically Titanicing bottom of the ocean. That's basically what happens if you take too much pre-workout. So just be mindful of your pre-workout, not be crazy. Then we got your beta-alanine, which again is a supplement that's going to help with performance, can help with your fitness levels and that side of things in the gym. So you're going, as I said, back to performance. So yeah, so I'll just order it every now and then. I'll have it. I do kind of, it's one of them. Do I notice it? Is it placebo? I don't know. Okay, and then we've got supplements that like, not necessarily avoid, but just look into it a little bit further and look at like what the studies have shown and things. And obviously the big one from that is BCAAs, so branched chain amino acids. These you get from just every sort of meat profile kind of aspect side of things. But yeah, like it's one of them where if you're having an adequate amount of protein, probably best off spending money on something else. So BCAAs, good if you're very low on protein, but really don't necessarily need to concentrate on them. So I wouldn't worry too much about the old BCAA. And that's obviously the big one that I recommend to people. That you just don't need to. There's loads of studies these days that say there's not actually the benefits that you think they once had. I used to smash it. I used to have it all the time, especially like at uni. Used to smash BCAs to bits. But yeah, that was before times where I was a little bit less knowledgeable and kind of just became a consumer to the masses. That is that, guys. There isn't too much more. Something that I've literally just ordered now is the CPD. I didn't find any events about bulk powders. Why does Siri always go off at the worst times? So CPD tablets, which I'm going to be taking, which will be interesting to see how they affect my body. And then also citrine malate, which again is a link to performance. Can be seen as one of those supplements that's like close to creatine in terms of what it's going to do for your strength and performance. That's a bit of a self-test to see how that goes on. So there's those two. But again, the biggest take home from this is if you're thinking what supplement should I start taking, first of all look at it. Are you struggling to get to your goals with where you currently are right now without it? No, then maybe go down that supplement route. But the really big four ones, there really is going to be your creatine, your whey protein, getting your multivitamins in, and having your fish oils. If you are vegan and things, making sure you're really getting those fish oils in, and probably your creatine as well, and then maybe even look down like the iron route and things. And I've spoken about this before in previous things of what specific tablets I was taking when I was vegan. So go back and watch that video. But this was all just about what supplements I take on a average daily basis, and hopefully you can take something from that. Comment down below, guys, any videos you want me to cover, any questions you've got, anything you want me to really just dive deeper into, and I can make some cool videos for you guys. I'm excited for the growth that's going on the channel. Keep smashing that subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one. I'll see you very, very soon. Alex out. Yeah.